Okay, so now we're going to demonstrate how to make our bleaching trays. So we have gone over the trimming, we've gone over taking our models apart from our trays, and now we're going to go over how to actually make the bleaching tray. So as we talked about in class, using a blackout resin is recommended. Not every office uses it though, so it depends on the office. You have to see. The purpose of the blackout resin on the teeth is to create little reservoirs so that when you're putting your material in your trays, that creates like a little pouch for your bleach material so that when you put them in your mouth, the bleaching material isn't coming up over your trays. If your trays are form-fitting to your teeth, there's really not a lot of extra room for that bleaching material. So we're going to use the blackout resin to create those little reservoirs to hold our bleach material so it doesn't seep out on our gums. So with this, what you want to do, and a lot of times we'll recommend just doing premolar to premolar. You can do molars if you want, but a lot of people don't bleach their molars because you don't see them when you smile. Smile in the mirror, see how far you go back. Even with the patient, you may not know. So, you know, you can do first molar to first molar. You can do them all if you want. I actually do premolar to premolar. So that way I'm reserving my bleaching material so I can get more uses out of it. So what you want to do with your blackout resin is you want to create on the facials and buccals of all the teeth a thin layer of this material. Okay, you don't want it real thick. You never want to get it up to the gum line, so you want to keep it away from the gum line. Now this has to be light cured. So we do have to use the light cure for this. So I'm going to get it on all my teeth. I'm doing kind of a fast version here. You want it to be a little bit translucent, so you want to be able to see through it. You don't want it so thick that you can't even see through it. You're not even going to use a lot of bleaching material in each reservoir. So think about that, how much you're going to be using, and that's about what you want. Okay, so once we have that on, we're going to use our curing light. I have my cordless one here. We're going to put the cover on just in case we bump the teeth. We don't want to get that blackout resin on our light. So we're going to peel this away. And we're going to use this to cure or harden our blackout resin. You want to do a couple beeps on each tooth here. So once you have that, it will still feel a little bit tacky. That's called the oxygenated layer. That you just want to wipe away the oxygenated layer before we make our trays. So it'll just feel a little bit tacky, a little bit damp. We can kind of wipe that away so that it's nice and dry. Just gonna do one more quick here just to make sure. Okay, so now we're ready to make our bleaching trays. So with your bleaching material, this has a little cover on it. You always want to take away your plastic cover on each side. So this is our actual bleach material, bleaching tray material. So what you want to do is you want to bring this over and you want to place your material down in here. Now, you want this to be really even along the edges here. So you have to make sure that this material is even along the square. You bring this down and you're gonna secure it here like this, okay? Now we're gonna raise this up. We're gonna tighten here. That's gonna hold that up, okay? Now we're gonna put our heat source on. Here's our heat source. We're gonna put our model down. We're gonna center it right in the middle here. And then we're gonna turn on our heat. So this does take a little while to heat up. So we're gonna give that a few minutes.